So I have a Ren Fair coming up, and I decided that it would be fun to do an outfit with horns. Do I know how to make horns? Absolutely not, but we're gonna figure it out together. Welcome to Tia Tries Things That She Has Absolutely No Idea How to Do. But it's fine, because we're gonna wing it. I have never done a foam project before in my entire life, so this is terrifying, but it's fine. So I found this pattern from this site right here. So first I went and printed out the patterns, and it took me way longer than it should have to do this. Fun fact, I ended up driving 40 minutes to my parents' house to use their printer, only to find out that it was broken. So I went to Office Max. And I know what you're thinking, Tia, why don't you have a printer like a normal person who makes crafts? The answer to that is I don't know. Long story short, it didn't work out, okay? It wasn't good. It was bad. Definitely not panicking at all. At all. So I got the foam, right? And then I finally got the pieces cut out. And once I traced them out, then you cut them with the blade. And I was absolutely terrified of messing this up because, again, I've never done this before. And at one point, it tells you to cut the tip of the horn at an angle, and I am not skilled enough to know how to do that. So I'm just like trying my best, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So once I got the pieces cut out, time to glue them all together. And did you guys see that? It just flew out of my hand. I'm using contact cement to attach them. I've never used contact cement before, but my friends have warned me about how to use it and everything. So I'm doing just a small little portion of the horn right here because I'm in disbelief that this is going to work. So I'm going to do a little test. You apply it to both sides, let it dry for at least 15 minutes, and then come back. This is my reaction to putting it together for the first time.
Whoa. Whoa. What the? What the? That's so weird.
So yeah, I've never seen contact cement work before, and I was completely blown away by its magic.
So that explains that. Wow.
And then it was time to put the contact cement on the rest of the horn, and in my head I'm like, okay, look, there's no way that these two pieces are going to fit together, but oh my gosh, they did. Like, what?
Dude, what the what the hell? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is like magic.
And again, I'm completely astonished. Then after several minutes of each piece drying, just repeat the process, and once that is done, you just put the pieces together.
Coming off a little bit there because I didn't put enough. This was the first one that I did also, by the way, just so y'all know. It was the first one I did, and I didn't know what I was doing yet, so I'm so scared. It's gonna be a disaster when I get up to the top part because I didn't do it right. It's fine. We have a little bit coming up right here, but I think that was like a mistake with like my cutting and everything, but this is definitely like just first timer mistake because it's actually starting to look like a horn. It worked. It's actually starting to look like a horn now, but we're in the final stretch. I have a complete horn.
And then now I'm going to actually show you guys the process a little bit more of how you actually put the horn on the other part of the horn. And just again, repeat the process until you have finished the horns. And each horn also has a number on them so that you know like which one to match up.
The hard part is over. I mean, what I assume is going to be the hard part. Definitely a lot bigger than I expected them to be. I don't know what I was expecting, but definitely want some big hair. So I just ordered the wig that I'm going to wear with it. And first horn, second horn, definitely messed up the little tip part here. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. But the second one went not great, but a little bit better. So I'm gonna see if I can clean these up a little bit and then we get to paint.
And now I am spraying it with Plasti Dip to prime it to get it ready for painting. Fun fact, I went to the hardware store and they had it and I bought it. And I got home and this spray nozzle thingy was broken, which like sucked because I totally didn't want to leave my house again. But then I went back to return it and get a different one, and the employee was like, "Are you sure you're old enough to buy this?" And I was like, I'm pretty sure. I was just like, you know what, I hear that all the time. And they were like, "Oh, it's a good thing." I was like, "Can you just please give me my receipt, please? I have crafting to do." So as you can see, I just mixed up some brown paint. I tried to get it a little bit darker, and I was gonna do more than one coat, but honestly, I liked how it looked with the black peeking through. I feel like it looked a little bit more realistic. So now I'm going over with a clear coat just to protect the paint. And this is what they're looking like now. Of course, they are not perfect by any means, but I am pretty proud of them for a first-time foam project. On the website, they recommend attaching them with elastic, so I am just measuring my head to see how much of it I'll need. And then marking where the hole is going to go and cutting it with the same blade that I used to cut out the foam originally. And there are other methods that you can use to attach the horns. Like I was about to use a headband, but after using several different methods, I decided to go ahead and go with the elastic. I think it depends on where you want the horn to sit on your head as to where you put the elastic. I'm using a bobby pin to put the two horns together so that I can mark where I need for them to match on the other side. And this is the part where it got a little tricky. Also, I filmed unboxing my wig, but apparently I lost the footage. So this is the wig that I ordered for this outfit. Right now I'm parting the wig and pinning it so that I can actually attach the horn. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I just kind of went off and did my own thing here, so you can't really see it that well because of the camera angle. It is hard to craft and film at the same time, but I am putting that elastic through the wig, through the horns, and then back through the wig again, just for extra security because I didn't like how it looked when I just had it on my head. And now I'm pulling it all the way tight, pinning it to the wig, and then I actually went in and sewed the elastic onto the wig. Now obviously this is not an option if you are not wearing a wig, but for this case and for this character I specifically had the wig, so I was able to do this and make it a little bit more sturdy. For extra stability, I went ahead and went in with a hot glue gun and glued the remaining edges onto the wig itself, since I'm not going to be using this wig for anything other than this character. And then I went ahead and glued the wig onto the horn so that it would cover up the remaining visible elastic. And you want to make sure to keep a strand of hair to go between the horns so that that can cover up that elastic really nicely. And then I also just glued that down so that it wouldn't come up. This is the completed horns. Like I said, they are not perfect by any means. There are definitely some mistakes, but all in all, for a first foam project, I think that it came out amazing and I'm very proud of it. Stay tuned for next week's video because I'm going to show you how I put together the entire outfit that goes with these horns. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.